Robocop 2014, you have two options. One, you can either watch me review the movie, Ryan with Reviews from the West, or you can watch another channel review it on YouTube. Either way, you're going to watch a review for this movie, dead or alive. So, the movie opens with a slightly uncomfortable view of a robotic future in the Middle East and beg to become to America in the name of safety. Yeah, it was a really brutal beginning to a movie like this. I honestly wasn't expecting this. I remember the original Robocop was really violent, but I wasn't expecting them to do such a modern terrorism view of the future. It was just really, really gruesome. It was interesting. I really liked the beginning. It opens with a newscast, and you're watching the news from the future, and the news reporter is played by Samuel L. Jackson, which was not needed in any way, shape, or form, and just distracted me completely because they gave him a terrible little toupee and a... However, director Jose Padilla, I think that's his last name, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm so sorry about that. He gave a very realistic and strong political corruption view, which made the film feel very practical, as with all the scandals going on in reality, we can see why he did it. However, saying that he's made a movie about political scandal and government corruption, that kind of distracted me because we get enough of that in real life. I don't really want it in my movies because I watch movies to get away from all that crap. Just my humble opinion. But then you have Michael Keaton playing the corporation owner of this robotics company. Michael Keaton, lead in Birdman, fantastic, destroyed it. He absolutely owned that role. Did it again. He was absolutely top-notch performance in this movie. His character was very well thought out, and I love the way he played him. Abbie Cornish gave a very fantastic and emotional role as Robocop's wife, it was really tough to watch. I mean, she got so emotional, you could feel the pain. You could tell she was so upset, but tried to hold it back, and it was, oh man. She was fantastic. I need to see her in more movies because she's very, very good in this role. Speaking of the main character's wife, let's talk about the main character. Hollow. I'm so sad. In the movie, they do explain that the Robocop person would have to be emotionally kind of detached but stable so that his emotions don't override the system in the brain. However, I don't know if that's really good or not, because later in the movie, they do something to him and make him kind of emotionless, very emotionally detached. That makes sense, but I mean earlier in the movie, his character is sort of still kind of hollow, but it's still... It works, but it made it a little bit more difficult for me to care about the character since he was very one note. And it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of. That's his role, it's just kind of. However, his reaction to seeing his body after his accident was just unnerving. And Gary Oldman was in the movie, and oh my word, that's the bat symbol. I think Commissioner Gordon needs help in Gotham. He was a fantastic doctor. Just, oh my goodness. He was excellent. The doctor was excellent. Just excellent. On just top-notch, fantastic performance. He really cared, you really believe he cared about his patients, and you really believe that he made decisions that was difficult for him. It was just, the way he portrayed that was just, oh, it was fantastic. That guy, he can act so well. Thank you, Gary Oldman, that was a fantastic job. I also found a little enjoyment at the fact that the doctor's assistant, played by Aimee Garcia, was the niece of George Lopez in George Lopez's old, 2007 TV show. I knew that was you. I knew it was you. The hair floating around, but I knew that was you, Aimee Garcia. I thought the creative changes that they used to modernize it were actually very nice. It was, I understand there's a lot of old school Robocop fans that like the original way more. Having said that, I don't remember it. I do like the changes that were made. The new Robocop outfit, while it lasted, was really, really cool. Yeah, if you're a fan of the original and don't want to see this, in fear of the creative changes, just check it out. Please, the director has done a fantastic job of portraying this in his view, as it's not so much the original as it's his vision of Robocop. And if you'd like to see a different version of the original Robocop, definitely check it out. It was really, really cool. I liked it a lot. Film is very well put together. The editing is very nice. Lighting was great through the whole movie. The cinematography was good, but nothing new. It was very, very average cinematography. There are no shots. I don't really remember any shots now that I think about it. The story was engaging, kept me watching from beginning to end non-stop. I didn't check my phone or anything. I just sat down and I watched it with no distraction. It was really, really good. I strongly, strongly disliked Samuel L. Jackson's role as the news reporter. I hated that so much. Yuck. I was like, they open the movie and you're watching the news, right? And Samuel L. Jackson is a reporter. And I was like, okay, cool, this is a good way of telling me what's going on in the present time, in the timeline of the movie. That was good. Then they did it again, and again, and again, and again, and just, no. And they tried to, like, interweave the story with this very immersion breaking newscast where they have the main character, not the main character, they have, yuck, I really didn't like it. Just shoving exposition down your throat. He's trying to tell you what you're thinking, and just, not to mention when they have the interview where he has the guy played by Michael Keaton come on the show. It felt like a talk show, and it's like they had the actor of the movie come on, not the character. Yuck. It was a longer than usual build-up for a movie, as most movies are like, bad stuff happens, gets fixed, goes revenge for the rest of the movie. This had more of a very hard chapter book feel, where it's like there's a strong beginning, an extra long middle, and then a good conclusion or end, which was very well shot. The story was paced excellently. Then you have the movie's score. The score was excellent. It just geniusly weaves in and out of the movie, and disappears during a talking scene, gets put in place for an action scene, pulled away in different areas. It was just shot, not shot, the music was excellent in the movie. However, there's a scene with some action music, and why? No. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, I definitely recommend this film. You guys should all check it out. If you like action movies, check it out. It has a very good underlining drama that plays through the entire movie. It's like sprinkled in there in the background, and it's very, very good. It's very well written. However, it leaned a little too much on political scandal and government corruption. Just a little too much, because I get enough of that in my everyday life, watching the news and stuff. I don't really want it in my movies, but that's just a personal taste of mine. Just a great flick, just all around a really enjoyable movie. And if you like action movies, or kind of superhero, not really superhero, kind of superhero, or kind of a cop drama, definitely check it out. You're probably going to like it, and if you've seen the original and you liked it, please give this one a chance if you haven't. You might like it, really. I really recommend this movie. Right now, you can check it out on Netflix. And go watch it. It's rated, I believe, 4.5 stars out of 5 on Netflix. I don't think I'd give it that high of praise, but it's definitely worth a watch. Definitely check it out. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this video. See you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Bye, guys.